You know, even though that wasn't necessarily what you'd call just an absolutely stung line drive, we were talking about how fast the track is, not only in the infield, but the outfield. The center fielder, Lynn, was struggling to get over to try to cut that off before it went to the wall.
So with Smith on third and Ricardo at first, that'll bring up Randolph Audubert, who hit a line drive home run in last night's ball game. 2 for 3 with that 2-run shot and 2 runs scored. We've talked about it, but this Dutch team has power up and down the lineup.
Well, the other thing with the star-studded names at the top part of the lineup, these guys are all buddies that grew up with one another, and it also puts, you know, an aspect of friendly competition, you know, with the guys like Ricardo and Audubert. He got into the act last night, jumping on a hanging breaking ball, hit one over the board, so, you know, they don't want to drop the baton when it gets down to the bottom part of the order.
Runners on the corners and 2 out. Squibb down the first base line, but foul. Yeah, and even though guys like Andrelton Simmons, Jurickson Profar has power, I don't know if that's necessarily the first thing that pops into your mind when it comes to his game. He has it in his bag for sure. He showed it last night, but because they're major league hitters, when the ball comes off their bat, whether it leaves the yard or not, it just seems to have a different sound.
Bat speed and that real heavy hit where you can almost like feel the compression of the ball. Like a great driver of the golf ball. It has that different sound. They're definitely not coming into the hitting zone and just powder puffing it.
Smith off third, Ricardo off first. The 2-1. Toward left center field, moving back a few steps is Chang to put it away. So Taipei works out of further damage, but they surrender a run. It's 1-0.
Famer Bert Blyleven, but he was just kind of throwing darts out there. Had a couple of pitches that didn't go his way. It looked like he got a little frustrated, but you have to really have that feeling that you're on the attack when you're pounding the strike zone.
And swinging a miss by Chang. Sorry, Joe.
No, that's okay. You can do that just by changing speeds. That's what I was mentioning the last inning. take a little bit off and still be, you know, kind of in the heart of the strike zone, and that's where guys hit weak ground balls.
And a line drive, base hit into right center field to lead things off, as Chang is aboard to kickstart things here in the third.
Chang doing a real nice job getting those hands in, up and in pitch, and look how he's able to really pull those hands in to get the barrel of the bat on a up and in pitch. Easier for those little guys with short arms.
Well, this is the part of the order here that Chinese Taipei can do some damage. 3-4 hitters, Zhang and Lin, are coming up with a runner on first. Jair Jurgen's coming close to the end of his night. Zhang, a 29-year-old who signed with the Red Sox in 2005. A breakout season in 2011, named to the world roster at the All-Star Futures game.
This has to be a conundrum for Bam Bam Mullins. You know, he's got his pitcher with the most experience, the most major league experience, coming here with outstanding arm strength, and he hasn't been able to lock in on the strike zone, and now, you know, for all intents and purposes, at the top of the third, 10 pitches away from being out of here.
It could all circle back to the familiarity that this lineup has against Jurgens. Off the end of the bat and served out toward left field. It's a base hit, taking a big turnaround second, heading toward third, and now the throw to second is not in time. Well, the throw was in time. I don't know where the tag was, but Zhang is in there.
I thought originally that the throw should have went right into second base, but it went to third, and Zhang, you know, elected to try to go to second. Obviously made it. The ball beat him there with plenty of time, but when you have a short hop, Jonathan Scope on the bag at second base, when you have a short hop and attempting to scoop it, the glove goes up, and he gets it back down. He's showing the ball to the umpire, and it's tough to kind of get an angle as to where the tag was and why he was called safe.
Just for bookkeeping, they'll give him a single, and he advances to second on the throw, but I don't think Jair Jurgens and the Dutch team care too much about the scoring. It's second and third and nobody out.
There was no way that he was going to get the out at third base. The left fielder, Odubert, needs to come up throwing to second base. Keep that runner at first.
Chang at third, Zhang at second, and Lin the batter.
We have another look. Let's see where there was a tag applied, and was it in time? And play is right in front of. Wow.
He didn't have the ball. I think I just read the umpire's lips. He said, "You didn't have the ball."
Yep.
Yep.
And he does not get control of it.
It's good eyes by the second base umpire, DJ Rayburn, a major league umpire, one of 3 of the 6 that are here in Seoul.
Outstanding call.
2 of them on the umpiring crew here today. So a ball and no strikes to Lin. Big swing and a miss. Lin walked back in the first inning, and now up with a chance to make these fans even happier than they already are.
Boy, they brought quite a contingent.
Pitch number 55 squirts away, and a run will score on the wild pitch. We're tied at 1.
That's where the trail runner goes to second base and really changes the complexion of this inning. With one run coming in, he's now 90 feet away with nobody out. A chance for Chinese Taipei to take the lead. Off that bounced breaking ball. And a tough one to block.
So 59 pitches for Jair Jurgens. Lars Heyer is warmed up in the Dutch bullpen as the infield plays halfway with the runner on third. 2-1. High in the air toward right field. This should be deep enough to score the run. Ballantine underneath it. Loads up. Here comes the throw. Not in time. It's 2-1 Chinese Taipei.
Give me some of that good luck.
And Jair Jurgens still out there. So they are going to make him go right to the limit and get as much out of him as they can. Now the number 5 hitter, Yi Xuan Lin, the first baseman, takes inside 1-0.
Just very surprised at his inconsistency tonight.
Grounded, Simmons. As routine as they come, 2 away. Now the coaching staff chatting it up. I wonder if they're gonna, again, you can pass 65 pitches if it is to finish a batter. So the pitches are certainly limited for Jurgens. But the bottom line here is that he will not be working deep into this ball game, and he'll be leaving the game with his team trailing. Popped up behind home plate. Ricardo runs out of real estate, 0-1. You know, that's the thing, Joe, with the immediacy of the tournament and the pitch limits involved as well. Pitchers don't have time. I mean, listen, it's 2-1 in the 3rd inning. If this was May 11th in the big leagues, we're not sitting here praying on every single pitch. But the immediacy of this tournament, the pitch limitations really change how this game will be played going forward.
Yeah, if you're going to set somebody up, throw your setup pitch first.
Pitch number 64 misses outside.
Just a lot of those pitches that have just carried with the long delivery out of the strike zone. Competitive pitches that never look like strikes. It's been a big surprise for me tonight with Jurgens.
Pops this one up behind home plate. So that's 65, but again, you can go beyond 65 pitches in order to finish a batter. So Woh Hae Guo will be the last batter.
Now 65 pitches, not even through 3 innings under any circumstances, is not good.
True. And now the 1-2 inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gao struck out in the 2nd inning. Looking to avoid one here in the 3rd. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Jurgens' day is done with 4 strikeouts, but he will leave with his team down 2-1.